Good morning, students. Today we are going to revise the one of the most important writing skills, that is letter writing. And you all know what a letter is, but we'll discuss exactly what a letter is, and then we are going to study about the two kinds of letters, and then we are going to revise the various parts of formal letter, or how to write a formal letter, in which we are going to discuss the format of writing a formal letter. So now let's begin. First, I just want to tell you that, as you all know, that letters are an effective means of communication in spite of the advent of modern technologies like cell phones and SMS. Letters still hold their important and prominent place in the field of communication. It is one of the most important means of staying in touch with friends and relatives and communicating with clients, colleagues and officials. Depending upon the relationship between the sender and the receiver, then we can decide the kind of a letter. So, as you all know that there are two kinds of letter. First is formal and the other is informal letters. So, I must tell you first what the formal letters are. The formal letters are written in formal style or written in formal situations. These are written to organization, firms, government authorities, editors and school authorities, etc. As the term indicates, a formal letter is written in a formal style, that is, its language and tone is formal, impersonal or objective but pleasant. Therefore, it precludes any informal expressions, greetings, or contracted forms of words, and the language is straightforward and to the point. Though at times a formal letter may be strongly worded, it is never rude or impolite. Now, we'll see what are informal letters. As you all know, and you are familiar with it, that these letters are written to friends and relatives. These are informal in the manner of language, style, and content. These are expressive, emotional, and personal. And the purpose of an informal letter is only to exchange news and information regarding family and friends. And such letters are personal in nature, and they should be written in a simple, clear, easy to understand, natural, and lively style, just as one talks to a friend or relative or any other acquaintance. So now let's move further. Now we are going to study the parts of formal letter, that is the main format of formal letter. What is the format of formal letter? As you must have read earlier also. So first of all, the main format and the format of formal letter is entirely different from the format of the informal letter. So let's study the formal letter now. The format, we begin with the format. Everything comes on the left hand side corner. Sender's address comes first, which is written in the left hand side corner near the margin. Then after sender's address, then comes the date. Sender's address is what? The person who is writing a letter is called a sender. So his address, and if the address is not given in the question paper or in the question, then one can write the address of the examination hall. Then after leaving one line, we'll write the date. And I must tell you that the date should be completely written. It should not be written with obliques. For example, say you have to write the complete date 6th April 2020. This way you are going to write. No, you are not going to write putting oblique saying 6 oblique 4 oblique 2020. This will be wrong. So whenever the date is written, the complete date should be mentioned. Then after the date, again we'll leave one line and we'll write the receiver's name and address. Receiver, the person who we are writing a letter to, is called the receiver. So we are going to write the name of the receiver and his or her address. Then after the receiver's name and address comes the salutation. That means these are the words of addressing a person. For example, we say dear sir or dear madam. Then after salutation comes the subject. Subject is the precise way of telling what the letter is about, and it should not exceed 6 words. Then after the subject comes the body of the letter. That means the main content of the letter, and this body contains the description of the contents. It should be written in simple, direct and formal language. The content should be conveyed in 3 paragraphs. Always the formal letter should always be written in 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph is always introductory. You have to introduce the subject, whatever subject you have written, whatever the purpose of writing the letter is, that forms the introductory paragraph. Then after the introductory paragraph comes the restatement of the second paragraph should state the problem or issue in detail. Then the third paragraph states what is expected of the receiver of the letter. That means it should contain any suggestion that the writer wants to give. For example, to municipal authorities, etc. Now, after the content of the letter is complete, then comes the subscription. The subscription is the leave taking note. That means in the end, when we have to end up with the letter, we have to end up with a note, and it depends upon the relationship between the writer and the addressee, such as yours faithfully and yours sincerely. We use this subscription in formal letters, and informal we write yours lovingly or yours truly. Then after that, after subscription, we write the name of a person, full name of a person, and above the name we put the signature of the writer or the sender. Now we'll see the example, or we'll see the first kind of letter, formal letter, that is letter to the editor. So this is a letter to the editor. When you are writing the letter to the newspaper editor on any problem that you see or you find and you have to express your views, then you write a letter to the editor asking him or her to publish the problem in his or her newspaper. So now let's see to the format. What is the format of writing a letter to the editor? Always, as I told you, the format of formal letter is first comes the sender's address, and if the sender's address is not given in the question, then we can use the examination. We can write simply examination hall. Then after that we need to write the date, and I told you that the date should be completely written. Then after that, receiver's address, as we are writing a letter to the editor, so the first in the very first line after the date we'll write the editor, and then we'll write the name of the newspaper to which we are writing. Then comes the address of that newspaper, for example New Delhi or Jabalpur or whatever. Then after that comes the salutation, that is the words of addressing a person, and it can be dear sir or dear madam. Then after salutation comes the subject, that means the purpose of writing a letter. Then after the subject is written, then comes the body or the content of the letter. And we are going to write the 3 paragraphs. First, introductory, that is what your problem is. You have to state the problem, you have to expand the subject that you have written, you have to introduce the subject. Then the second paragraph, you have to put your problem, express your problem, and the new paragraph should start from near the margin, as I told you. Then in the third paragraph, you are going to write about what you want or what is your suggestion. Then after that, subscription, yours faithfully, and then below it comes the name, and above the name comes the signature. So now let's see to the example. So you are writing a letter to the editor discussing about the necessity of women's education in India. So how will you write? First of all, you write your address, as you are the sender. You are writing to the editor, so sender's address will come. Then after that comes the date, and then after leaving one line, you'll write the editor and in the name as it is given in the question, the National Times, New Delhi. Then comes the salutation, dear sir, and no comma is put after the salutation. Then comes the subject. Subject, as I told you, is necessity of women's education in India. So always the subject should always be precise, very short. Then we'll begin with the paragraph. The first paragraph of the letter to the editor is very patent, and it should begin with, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to highlight the burning issue of women's education scenario today in India, leading to their status in the family, society, and the nation as a whole. This forms the first paragraph, introductory. Then the second paragraph, it is unfortunate that women in India are not well educated, especially rural women have remained illiterate for ages. Despite literacy campaigns in the villages, the female children's education is neglected due to parents' lackadaisical attitude towards them. Then the third paragraph, it is also a matter of deep concern that a woman's complete dependence on her husband or sons for financial needs make her a slave in the family. Secondly, the reason for the poor status of women in the society is that sometimes the parents wants to get rid of the burden of the daughter by getting her married underage. Then the last paragraph, in the view of the necessity of women's education and financial independence, the authorities concerned need to look into the matter seriously. Then in the end, we have to write the subscription, yours faithfully, and the name of the sender will come with the signature on top of it. Now we will study the second kind of formal letter, that is placing orders or cancelling orders. The format of for all the formal letters is same. So in this also, first of all, we'll write the sender's address, the address which is given in the question. Then comes the leaving one line, we'll put the date, and then the reference number if it is given, and if it is not, then we are going to omit it. Then we'll write the address, receiver's address, the manager, and the name of the company will come, and the address of the company below it. Then after that, we'll write the subject, what the order is about. Then comes the body of the letter. Then the first paragraph, how will you begin? You will begin with reference to quotation dated so and so. Then the list of requirements will be always, you will write in a box, and the date on which delivery is required. And the fourth point that you are going to write in Placing the orders is mode of payment and items to be in good condition. The last paragraph should consist of the way that the things or the goods should be delivered to you, that the item should be in good condition and as per requirement. And then the subscription will come, that is yours faithfully, name and designation of a sender. Then now we'll see to the example. We have to place the order for the musical instruments. Then how we are going to write this formal letter of placing the order. So first of all, we'll write the sender's address, that is the person who is writing or placing the order, the address of that firm or person will come. Then below it, leaving one line after the address, comes the date. Then again we'll leave one line and write the receiver's address, that is the manager, Melody House, Shivaji Path and Pune. So this will be the receiver's address. Then comes dear sir, salutation will come. Then below dear sir will come the subject, that is what you want to place the order for musical instruments. Then we'll start with the content or the body of the letter, and it will begin like this: we wish to place an order for musical instruments for our school's newly started music department. The details of the order are as follows. Then you'll make a box, and in one box you will one side of the box you will write the name of all the musical instruments that you require and the quantity, and you can add one more column in it writing the brand also. So this way, for example, it is written sitar, number of sitar you want is 2, drum set 2, guitar 3, tablas 6, piano 1, violin 4, flute 10. So the complete information is to be given, and you can add one more column as I told you about for the company that you require, the musical instruments, which company or the brand that you require for. Then after this writing placing the order for the items. Then after that you write in the next paragraph, kindly find enclosed a check number so and so for rupees 50,000 drawn on XYZ bank, being the advance payment against the above order. Then next paragraph, you are requested to have the above items neatly packed and sent through your own transport, and the delivery should be made within 1 month of receipt of this order by your company. And the items, then the last paragraph you'll conclude, the items shall be delivered to the school in perfect condition. The balance amount shall be paid by check within a week of the receipt of the above goods by us. We would request you to give us the trade discount on the catalog prices, as we are your regular customer. Then after that you will write the subscription, yours faithfully, and below it comes the name and designation. So this way you are going to write the letter for placing the order.